Have you ever wondered why we go to school? Why do we have to get up every day to be at a place we had no interest in being in? I always thought it was strange until I understood the real reason. How schools came to be. Now, schools have been around for as far back as 2070 BC. The idea of school can be found all the way back in ancient Greece, where families of means would send their sons off to learn philosophy and rhetoric. To become someone influential and powerful, you had to understand rhetoric, also known as persuasive speaking, which is understandable as to why they sent their sons off to school. In ancient Rome, the idea of a traditional school which students meet in groups didn't exist. Instead, families would employ tutors who would teach students at home. In ancient India, kids participated in Gurukul, where they would go live with a guru, which was completely free but was dependent on physical labor. Everything would be provided for the child, but they would be expected to work, which was how they paid for their education. But they would learn a wide range of subjects from ritualistic knowledge to grammar and astronomy. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like there's way more to take away from this form of education than trying to figure out what X equals. Now, I think in these school systems, you learn more about life than the school systems of today. Ancient China had the most developed or closest thing we had to modern schools today, as far back as 2070 BC, which divided the schools children of ordinary and children of nobles, creating the state schools for those of nobility, only leaving the regular kids to attend village schools. The one fact I've come to about schools that cannot be argued is that they are made to manipulate or convince you into believing something or reasoning a certain way. And I know that's a fact because to teach someone is to have a level of influence over them. Now, you may still be wondering, why do we go to school now? This can be a bit of a controversial topic, so just bear with me. Modern school in the US is considered to be invented by Horace Mann, who was the Secretary of Education in Massachusetts at the beginning of the 19th century. John D. Rockefeller, an American philanthropist and businessman, recognized that a well-educated workforce would be crucial for growth and success of his business empire. So he made it a mission to reform education to better serve business interests. He donated over $1 million in 1902 for the inauguration of an educational program which is equal to $33,823,100 in 2022. They would have eventually gave over $180 million to the General Education Board, which I'm sure they saw as an investment. Now, before the current school system, in America, the education option available was primarily focused on preparing students for professional jobs like medicine, law, and academia. But for Rockefeller, he wanted more workers, especially industrial workers. And school was not accessible to all classes, which made it hard for lower-earning families to get their kids in. But thanks to the move by Rockefeller, education was easier to access. Though it may be teaching you to be a competent employee, there are positives and negatives to all things in life. I personally believe there is a positive side, which is easier access for all those without means, and a negative, which is watering down the curriculum to only meet the needs of corporations versus putting the students first, which would give you a greater return to society. Conclusion. With all that being said, deciding whether school is a good or a bad thing is completely up to you, but understanding why you're there gives you more power. From the moment we are born, society tries to mold us to conform to it, but being an individual is what sets you apart from everyone else. I think we can all live a better life by understanding ourselves and being okay with who you are, and I say this because society in a way is a form of school. There's a correct way to do everything and a wrong way by the opinions of others. So just be yourself, be happy knowing you're different, and keep the beliefs you respect that align with you, and don't change for anyone but yourself. And always keep learning. Life teaches you all the real lessons, and school teaches you what the governing powers want you to know. Thank you for listening, and let me know in the comments if you thought this was useful. Like, subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and I'll see you guys next time.